You gotta let somebody else try to teach you something. You gotta learn for yourself. And with all the knowledge that it got out here on his, you can get to the point that, you know, you can ask Jack. I got all kind of apps you call up or look up something. It's the believing. Now think about it now. Now everybody out here, you're doing bad. Why you doing bad? You don't have to be doing bad. Now, people only cool with you as long as you doing something for them. Now, if you ain't doing nothing for somebody, people is not finna wait. You know what I'm saying? I don't care where you go at. You got to do it for yourself. You got to plant your own food. You got to learn how to budget yourself. You got to learn how to go get the best, especially if you're around here where all these farms at. You go up there and get cool with the people at the farm and get the stuff, discount. You go to the store now, you go buy what, a gallon of milk with $6. You know what I'm saying? And how you gonna do it? You in the middle of the year. How you gonna budget yourself? You're already broke right now because you celebrate every holiday that's out there. You feel what I'm saying now? And then you want to go to the church and the pastor, all the people in church, with one person help another person. But the person don't want no help, that's on them. You know what I'm saying? Now, like a lot of people thought I'm just saying, you gotta do something on your own. And like I said, you live in a town your whole life and not even knowing that it's an ancient town. Now, you've been taught in school to go, oh, you from Africa. You from this. Yes, we from Africa. We might be from Africa. But how long, when the first African came to America? When the first African came to America? And what did they do? They left monuments. And think about it. A lot of the castles that's out here probably already been out. They took the pyramids down and built castles with them. Now think about it. Now you got places like New Orleans, 100 foot below sea level. Now you got to come from my house to New Orleans, you got to ride hour, 45 minutes on a long bridge, and your car break down. You got to call a tow truck. You better have some money for a tow truck. You better have AAA. When you in Louisiana, AAA. Yeah. I went to Louisiana. No, I was in California. I'm from Louisiana, but went to California. When I came back, if you ain't got in certain places out there, if you ain't got no transportation in some of them spots. I left California, went to Louisiana for after Hurricane Katrina. Man, I got out there, and like saying though, I seen a lot of people couldn't work because they couldn't get around. Because they had no buses in certain spots. You couldn't go from Springfield, to go to Springfield to New Orleans. You had to catch a train and a bus. And then to go where you gotta go, you gotta catch a Uber. You know what I'm saying now? And like this. And I was down there during that time. When I was in Florida with Hurricane Michael. Hurricane Michael took, Mexico Beach in Panama City, Florida. I'm like, man, it's like every year there's something happening. That's where all the work at. You know what I'm saying now? The person really just saying, they ain't got no work. All you gotta do is go online and pull up hurricane disaster. All you gotta hit up all the disaster spots. That's work. You know what I'm saying? You gotta learn how to travel. Get out the house and do something. You gotta be able to move around, do something. You gotta do it yourself. You gotta learn it yourself. You can't keep living backwards. When somebody teach you from over here, when you got a whole surname, your surname don't match. It ends in England. Most of the people in America I don't, and then the other one's surnames end up in Spain somewhere, and they ain't from Spain. I'm just saying, everybody talking different languages, and it ain't their language. Now, you got what? You look at, you pull it up. Before the 1800s, and for like 17, in the 1600s, Louisiana was all Indians. Springfield, Louisiana was Indians. All Livingston Parish, Baton Rouge was Indians. All Indian people, native people. The whole territory. See what I'm saying? Then, like you're saying, you got the persimmon trees out there. You got all, I'm just saying, we grew up on, this is what we grew up on. Rabbits, squirrels, deer, stuff like that. That's what we grew up on. That type of food. And then like we used to eat when we was kids. Like when we eat greens, cabbage, we use our hands. We didn't use a fork. Now, I'm just saying now. We at our house, if we went to visit somebody, and then if they was using forks, we use a fork too. Just like, you know what I'm saying, the language barriers. You speak English out there. Now, living in Louisiana, you got a different type of language. They talk different English. You can understand. You go to Baton Rouge, they talk different. New Orleans, they got a different accent. You go further up in Beetle Springs, they talk a different language. You go to Lafayette, they talk a different language. You go to any one of them towns, you got what, 60? Okay, now you sit here when they talk about Athens. Athens them had city states. And the United States got city states. You got city states. They got a city with states with cities in it, controlled by one governor. Now, where does Senate come from? Senate been around. Now think about Rome. You think Rome fell? Rome small down and spread it back out. Now, the United States is just like Rome. They got something jumping I'm just saying. Now, it's the fifth of the, you got the, almost to the end of the month, end of the year. And you can't wait on the government to budget themselves. You got to budget yourself. Budget yourself. Make your house out of business. You know what I'm saying? Budget your own self. Now think about it. Now, trash man. You got a bin for recycle. Then we take all your recycled stuff. You buy, I'm telling you, if you do, you drink a lot of aluminum cans, you put that in the bag, save that. Save them bags, save them cans until they get to a big thing and take them off, get your money back. Now you, look at this though, triple. Now you pay light bill, gas bill, sewage bill, and a trash bill. Now they're taking the trash, turn it into electric. Then they turn around, will charge you $100 a month for electric bill. I'm paying what, $100 for what, a 3-story house. I'm paying what, $100 for by myself, $100 for the gas, $100 for electric. Come on, I'm not burning my gas. It ain't that cold out there. You feel what I'm saying now? That's what I'm talking. Now, in order to get it that low, I had to get on a CAP program. Yeah, a CAP program. See what I'm saying? Now, that's why you got it. They're forcing you really. See out here, you talk about climate change. Depending on where you live at, out here you need what they need, clean energy. Clean energy, I'm saying clean wood. Because out here, your house get cold. If you turn the air conditioner on, no, a heater on, the heater make your house too hot. So you had to be, I say, go back to the chimney. Clean wood. Just cook the clean wood. Put your thing on the outside to cook with, a smoker. Now I got an electric smoker. But I'm seeing now the wood smoker smoke better, more, because you ain't got to burn no electricity on that. You see what I'm saying now? Well, I'm just saying, you got to start doing stuff yourself and start learning stuff on your own. Make a difference. The next person don't want to learn nothing. You got to teach your kids too. Now, we was taught as kids. And a lot of people say, well, I'm just saying my situation. My father died when I was young, and before he died, he was telling me straight up, "Hey man, you gotta read at least three newspapers a day, three of them." He said that before he died. He was talking. You know what I'm saying now? I was young when my father died, but I moved on. I didn't let it hold me back. You know what I'm saying? I grew up around people drinking alcohol. That's why I don't drink no alcohol. I do no drugs. Smoke marijuana, yes. You know what I'm saying? I seen enough of my people doing. I'm just saying doing drugs. Come on, man. You gotta be real. You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't do. Everybody not addicted. You're addicted to helping somebody. A lot of people got too many habits. You break down your habits and see where you go. Think about it. You get up in the morning. You get ready to go to work, or you just hanging around the house. You go spend what $10, $15 at McDonald's or at the store, and you spend $10, $15 to get a breakfast. Then you turn around in the middle of the day, you spend another $15, $10, and then you gotta spend something at the end of the day. You gonna spend what $50, $60 a day just because you working, and you ain't making nothing back. So the only way you do that, you get you a couple of rent houses. You don't have to live in that city. Now the best place to get some rent houses, you got Pennsylvania, got a bunch of rent houses. You go online, ask for the tax sale at, you take your vacation for a week. Take a vacation for a week and come check that property out, check the area out. Hey, you like, hey man, do one line. You know what I'm saying? I can get this house for $4,000. I don't have to have the money. You don't have to have. See, think about it. A lot of people, they'll be online telling you you got to pay for this course to do things. I'm with the people that they buy these houses and fix these houses up. I'm with them every day, so I see what they do, what they got to go through, and what they doing, how it is to do it. You go get a condemned house at the auction. You might get one for $4,000. You might get one for $100. Now you might it's $4,000 for that house. No, you're showing you got money in the bank to fix them problems. See what I'm saying now? See, Grant, what you do is, in order not to make the taxes go up on that house, the stairway, your grandfather's stairway. Now, you change them stairway out, that's gonna go up on your taxes. Now the windows, now, it depends on what location you're in. Now, if you get one house in one of them old areas, you have to fix the house the same way. So you gotta be careful what you buy. Now, if you buy one of them old houses that's antiques like that, you know what I'm saying, them type of houses, you got to fix that house the same way that it is. I don't care what kind of window is in it. Now, my people had bought a house like that. You paid what? $16,000 and got 4 units for $16,000. You understand what I'm saying? Now, you turn around now, you got Section 8 paying $1,500 a month to $1,700 a month. Now he got what? 4 houses right now. He working on 2 right now. He working on the other 4 right now. He got 3 of them up and running. You got 2 garages, but you're paying what? $1,400 a month for a house out here. No, $1,400 a year for tax. No, I say $1,000 a year for taxes, $100 a month for taxes. So now you got a house. You gonna pay what? $5,000 for that house. You had to put no money up for that house. Now you go get that house fixed up, get it right. Then you go take your loan out on that house, and they give you what? 100,000, 150. Pay back 20 years, and you paying about $1,500 a month for 200,000. If you got 3 or 4 houses, I say you get about 3 or 4 houses. One house you probably pay. You ain't gonna pay that much money a month for that. You got 20-year loan. Now you take that money and go ahead and pay them taxes up for about 3 or 4 years. Go get you another house with that money, fix that house up, and make the house that you got the loan for, pay for that loan and all that. See, that's tax-free money. That's when you ain't, it's tax